Germany has announced to get professional football back up and running.
Die Fußball-Bundesliga
will become the first major league in Europe to restart following the coronavirus lockdown.
It must be held behind closed doors.
Die ganze Welt schaut nach Deutschland, wie sie das gehandelt haben.
Football fans will be banned from stadiums.
Ohne Zuschauer, es ist sehr speziell.
Could football lead us out of the corona crisis? How did fans experience the Bundesliga's return with the league's biggest derby, Dortmund versus Schalke?
Unsere Fans sind nicht da, gelbe Wand ist nicht da, das ist sehr, sehr komisch.
Hallo meine Freunde, ich heiße Richard und wir sind SchalkeMerica. For all the English-speaking fans, welcome. My name is Richard Carmen. I'm with SchalkeMerica. Welcome to the suburbs of Washington, D.C. Technically, I'm in Maryland. This is my home and this is where I'll be watching the Revierderby today. So a little bit about myself, how I became a Schalke fan and a Bundesliga fan in general. There was the early 2000s and really coverage here in the United States was a little iffy. It was non-existent actually, to be honest. But it wasn't until Gold TV started showing it in the early 2000s, and honestly the first game I saw was actually at Schalke at home against Bayer Leverkusen. The fans were just amazing with all the banners and flags, and I was just in awe at the passion that these fans showed, and honestly I had no idea about either of these clubs really, and so I saw the blue team, I saw Schalke, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to support them. If they have this much passion for their club, I'm going to support this club, and I've been with them ever since. So it's about just about 20 years now I've been following Schalke. And so what it means to be a Schalke supporter, hardworking blue-collar people, it rang true to me, obviously, as a hardworking American here. And so decided to spend my life cheering on this club, and my passion grew so much that 3-4 years ago I started up the SchalkeMerica podcast here in the United States. I was looking for some way to get more Schalke information to myself, especially for those English-speaking fans, and honestly I looked around, didn't find anything, found some for our rivals in the Ruhr Valley, so I said, I'm going to start up a podcast, and that's what I did. Started up a podcast ever since with my co-host Jack Mangan. Both he and I have been rocking and rolling for about 3 seasons now, so it's a fun time, and cannot wait for this game to begin.
No way, not this knucklehead.
The celebration is totally different.
Hey, look, guess who scored?
Well, I think we kind of knew that was probably going to happen at some point. There's the Holland goal. Shit. How do we let the scrub Guerrero consistently score against us? Right before halftime too. This is like the fucking Bayern game, right?
Yeah. So my assessment of the first half, it's been an interesting one, honestly. It has looked very surreal, no fans in the crowd. The players are not fully engaged as they had been in the past, obviously, for good reason. They've been off for 2 months. But it just feels weird overall. Schalke are struggling heavily. Dortmund, both teams are really not playing. It's not pretty football by any stretch, but it's football. It's better than nothing, right? But it's a long way to go from a finished product, and I don't know if the players are fearful or what, but rust is certainly a key factor in this. Many of the players' first touches are not that great. It's certainly an odd game. The only cool thing, I guess you could say, is that you can actually hear the players communicating with each other on the pitch. You never get to experience that during a game because the fans are so loud. So.
It's clean. What? Advantage? Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Having to see them go to the fans and having a Dortmund fan celebrate.
Yeah, getting scored on by Guerrero multiple times is not how I wanted to start my Saturday.
No. Pretty different from a normal game. A lot of, obviously no fans in the crowd was a big one for me, but it didn't seem like the players are quite there yet, especially fitness level wise. Sure, my team lost. That always hurts, but I mean, it just seem odd, but I'm not gonna complain. It's football's back. We're missing it for a while, so I'm just happy that it's back and it's some resemblance of normalcy. And so, yeah, hopefully we continue to progress from here. Hopefully the virus continues to fade away, and hopefully we can get a little bit of Bundesliga for the rest of the season, and then start fresh next year. So I still say the most remarkable thing about that game was the fact, no fans were there, but you could hear the players talk and communicate with each other. You never get to see that during the game when you're watching on TV. Hearing the players communicate with each other, yelling, really communicate. You never get to experience that, and that was the most remarkable thing for me by far, especially given the result. And the way the Bundesliga can continue to be a fair competition is continuing what they're doing. I think what they're doing is right. The protocol with, if someone does get infected with coronavirus, that they quarantine just a player, not the team. That way the season can finally end, after all the games are played, and with the 5 substitutions, it's a fair opportunity for everybody to rotate, use a lot of their bench, and then, the season will go through, and I think that's the fairest way possible, honestly. So full props to the Bundesliga for the way they're doing things, and I think we're on the right direction to having the season complete the way we all wanted it to, I guess, in a way. So yeah, it's a unique season by far, but yeah.